Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages, welcome to The Void. My name is Logic, and today I want to share with you my very first product released on the Fab Marketplace. Yes, you noticed that there was a different color border on this new thumbnail, and that's because I've added another color. I'm going to start showing off some of the things that I create basically and import to the Fab Marketplace. Now, right now, I've made just a little monetary system, and I'm going to show off here how it works. This is Ed, right? Ed is my cashier, and basically, this is a one-way monetary system where you are selling products. So this is Ed. I'm the customer here. Basically, you have a bank up in the top left. I click. Oh no, wait, Ed's the customer because I'm the one doing the clicking. I click on a product. After I click on the product, it floats the amount there. Once I scan every single item there is, it's going to add the amount of the entire sale, purchase, or whatever the price is going to add that to my bank. Now, this is actually useful for different things like simulator games. One in which you don't want to, give out change. So I actually titled it, it's called Keep the Change. So it's basically, if it kind of, to me, I play a lot of simulator games, and it kind of gets a little bit tedious counting out dollar for dollar, change for change, and giving people back money when you do that. After a while, you can sort of hire a cashier as you level up, but there's that time between hiring a cashier and you having it to do it yourself where it just gets too repetitive. So this keep the change system is sort of a one-way monetary system in which you don't have to deal with the till at all. It doesn't diminish the quality of your simulator or whatever. It basically, to me, it makes it easier. All I have to do is click, and all the totals for every item is there. I'm going to walk you through a few of the blueprints or the way it works. I'm not really going to show too much because this is a product that I have up for sale. But basically, I have a checkout counter which has a whole bunch of code there. I use data assets, but I basically run it off of this array here. So even if there was something like, let's just say, even if there was one item there, let's make it anything, and I went back and pressed play, even if there was one item for sale, once the entire sale is done, it'll still add that to it no matter how many or how few items your AI that you plug into it checks out. Now, what I find sets this apart from the rest is I don't just throw code at you. From the tutorials, I like to walk you through every single step, and that's no different from the products that I'm going to start selling on the Fab Marketplace. As you can see, it's heavily commented in pretty colors to categorize the type of comment it is. I'll show you the key here. Let's see. Basically, teal is a summary of the blueprint overall, so it tells you about what it does. Green are actions that you can take. Purple is an explanation of the process inside the current blueprint. Blue is any additional information, and red is a warning. I don't just sell you code, I teach you how to use it, I explain how I wrote it, and on top of that, I give you additional information on how you can tweak it or integrate it into your own system. An example of that would be, let's look at this line down here. This is basically the scanning items. So purple tells you every step of the way what I'm doing, and green it just gives you a few tips on how to integrate it into yours. So you can use the same method for displaying the user cost amount to display how many items the player should scan during each transaction. So I make it very, very, very easy to take any of my products and put them along with the product you're making. This is mostly going to be for simulators, so throughout the code and throughout different blueprints, I give you hints on how you can integrate it into any kind of simulator that you're currently working on. So this is just basically the demo scene. I have the instructions on how to use it right here on the wall. I did this is my first product putting up on Fab, so I did kind of I guess get it sent back. It got rejected the first time because it wasn't clear really what to do. As you can see here, it says demo, and then I tried to put the instructions in the map name. So you press space to trigger the demo. They said that wasn't good enough, so I had to build a wall and some nice colorful instructions there. But that's the gist of the product. There's so many simulator games out, and sometimes people do want to do the count and the change, but they don't want to do that for the entire duration of the simulator. So that's where this idea or creation stems from, just not wanting to do that. And I know there's like a penny challenge where you just give back change in pennies, but who has time for all of that? You could just simple one-way transaction, keep the change, and you still have a simulator game that you can make. I could also make one that has a that has the actual monetary system where you're given the change back. I just found this to be more useful. I've seen this recently, however, after I designed this, I noticed a game called Arctic Simulator or Arctic Motel or Hotel Simulator or something like that, and it had the same sort of system, and I wasn't mad. I still decided to release mine, but that's one example or an idea that I can think of that actually uses this style of system. But your AI can still plug in, come check out, display all the items they want to buy, and then once you click on them, the money's yours. The AI goes about its day, and you keep the change. So that's my new system. That's the very first piece of code that I've ever published on Fab Marketplace, and I hope to publish a whole lot more. Each and everything that I do plan on publishing from now on will look the same as this does. It'll be color coded. The key will actually it'll be the same exact key. I love these colors. They look just so delicious, I suppose. But it'll be coded this way. I remember when I was just starting out and I was downloading different things, and it was like, why did you do this multiple times, or why do you use this variable? And I'm scanning like 10 different things, and it just gets to the point where it's like, by the time I studied every workaround that they've done, I could have just built the system myself. And it really shouldn't be as frustrating as that. If you're going to pay your money for something, it should come with instructions on how to use it and how to integrate it. So everything I sell is basically going to have this style, the whole teach you as you go along and then show you as you go along, and then suggestions on how to integrate it into your very own project. So that's my first system. Thank you very much for having a look. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. If you do find this useful, it is up on Fab. It's live now as you're seeing this, and it's only $12 when not on sale. So it'll be lower if there's a sale, but it's only $12 at the moment. And I think that's a decent price for not only getting code, but getting an understanding and basically an education. You're being taught how to use it, and I'm not just throwing you a code that you may not be able to understand. So I like to think that it's not going to go to waste, and you could always learn something from it, even if you don't end up using my system in itself. But that's it. Keep the change, live on Marketplace now. Thank you so much for your support, and tell me what you think, and I'll catch you in the comments.